Just dropped off my female. Got up early today. I started feeling some extra energy last night. I don't know why, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Yeah, I just started getting some ideas started pouring in, some decent ones. And then I started feeling pretty energetic last night. Didn't really want to go to sleep. I did though, just because my fiance had to be in bed early. Not early, but she needed to fall asleep too, and she kind of feeds off my energy. So if I'm up all night fiddling around, she's not gonna fall asleep. So I kind of forced myself to go to sleep, but I probably could have stayed up all night. Yeah, but I'm feeling good though. Woke up, made some coffee, came, dropped her off. I gotta do a couple things today. I want to get my cousin a birthday present. It's his birthday this weekend, so if you're watching this, eat a fat cock. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's really cold outside today. I like it. I like this weather, but there's also sun though, so there's a difference. As you can see, the rays shining on my face. Felt good to get up early, even though I know I'm gonna be tired later. We'll see though. I don't know. We'll see if this energy sustains. If it doesn't, oh well. But I'll keep an eye on it. Just came out to the park. Thought it'd be nice to get out. It's a nice day. So this is my first time vlogging out in public. Although I feel like I cheated a little bit because no one's around. And that's exactly why I came to this spot. But it's really nice out here. I want to work on some stuff for my vlogs. And I'm going to keep working on that. I really enjoy the process of just splicing everything together. It's really interesting. And I need some vitamin D. Leave the jokes in the comments. Hopefully this audio comes out good, and hopefully the video is not blown out too bright, because it's really hard to see in this this monitor whether or not it's too bright. So I'm just chilling, but I'll check back in. I haven't seen nature in a long time. I remember when we were little, my dad and my grandpa used to take us camping consecutively every year. It was the best times. Just because you were young, everything was a playground. I miss those times. If I ever have kids, I'm gonna take them camping too. It's good just to get out in nature. I don't do it enough. I really don't. I told my fiance we should come out here more often. It really calms my mind. Just with all this shit been going on lately inside of my head, it's nice to finally calm it all down. I don't do well with a lot of people. I don't do well in crowded areas. I'm usually in deep seclusion, and I know that's not good, but it's just where my mind functions. So I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to challenge myself. There's a group of girls coming right now, and seeing as how I don't like to vlog in public, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to get over my fucking self and just get used to speaking in public, I guess. I was always terrified of it, especially when I was in school. I remember we would get up there when they would give you an assignment to like read or recite or whatever, and I would fall apart every time. So even though it's something I was never good at, it's still something that I can overcome. And it's just like, you can't avoid people, no matter what you do, especially in a spot like this. Like, yeah, it's quiet, but it is an attraction. So people like to come out and enjoy the scenery, and there's really nothing I can do about it. So it's either you get over it or nothing gets done. So, I mean, it is what it is. And it makes me feel better when I challenge myself and do things that push me outside of my comfort zone. I've always said that on the podcast, that whenever I was afraid of something, for the most part, if it's within my control, I usually face it head on. That's how I want to live my life and continue to. And there's always times where I'm gonna puss out. Just like with the marijuana thing, you know. I mean, I tried it, I faced my fear one time. I tried it again, didn't like it. It wasn't as bad as the first time, not nearly. But nonetheless, I did grab my nuts and try it again, you know. So, that's how I'm gonna live my life. Fearless. So I'm still out here, and I'm noticing that doing these vlogs is really forcing me to get out of my comfort zone. I enjoy it, you know. I enjoy the artistic aspect of splicing a video together, but I'm giving it my best shot. And honestly, all that matters is if I get my message across and it's conveyed to you guys, to whoever is struggling the same way I'm struggling. And if it resonates with anybody, that's a victory within itself. But honestly, I'm using this as therapy. I enjoy it so far, but I have a tendency to get bored with things very quickly if they become too repetitive. I mean, so the cool thing about this vlogging, especially this style, there's really no limitations. Sky's the limit pretty much. And there's so many things to be said, places to go. I don't know, I feel like there's no limit. So for me, that's a plus. That's a positive. My energy's, it's feeling okay. It ain't like through the roof. I'm not on jet fuel, you know. I had some coffee, but you know, nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. I think maybe I just got inspired. That's why I said I'll just keep an eye on it. But for now, I'm feeling okay. But yeah, man, it's a process. It's a very long process. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, obviously. But the more I stay positive, think positive, hopefully I get that back in return. But also, I think the key to this is not expecting anything in return. Because you know what they say, I mean, happiness is reality minus expectations. So keep that in mind as I'm talking to you, the guy editing this. Keep that in mind. So So I'm right here at the park, and I ran into somebody, and he's giving me an opportunity to but anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about coincidence and how it works. So what's your name, man?
So my name is Primo, and the reason why they call me Primo is because it comes from the word prime. It's because I want to be the one that tells you about Jesus. So first of all, I just want to tell you that there's no coincidence when you run by people, because God already has your plan.
Well, tell them what you told me.
Out.
You said you saw me walking right here.
Anywhere in this world, and yet I saw him walking from this way, and I was stopped here. So I just thought, hey, you know what? I'll walk up, ask him a couple questions, and God always does that. He'll bring you somebody during the day, put it in your path, and it's for you to talk about it, or it's for you to make the conversation. But God will do what he wants to do through the conversation. So I just left it open for him, and I know there's an opportunity, and there's a reason why we met today.
Thank you.
Amen.
I just wanted to show you guys the power of just forcing yourself, of getting out, you know what I mean? You never know what's gonna come up the day, and that's why for me it's a big deal just to get out of my comfort zone. Like I said, I like to face everything head on, but it was nice meeting you, man. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. I know it's random and I'm not really a religious person, but for whatever reason, I don't know, he wanted to say a quick little prayer for me. Like, he offered to do it, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not against it. So he bowed his head and he said some words, man, that were pretty powerful and coincide with what I'm going through right now. And I don't know what the hell he saw in me, but everything that I've been thinking in my head and stuff, he kind of just said it out loud, and he doesn't even know me. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, the world is an enigma, man. But synchronicity, call it whatever you want, coincidence, I don't know. I mean, it's really not in my hands. Like I said, all I can do is force myself to come out, force myself out of my comfort zone, and be as positive as I can possibly be. And you never know what's gonna happen. But I really appreciate him saying what he said to me. It meant a lot. Kind of moved me a little bit, just because we're complete strangers, and this guy kind of, I don't know if he generalized it, but it really applied to my situation, what he said, and the prayer that he gave me. So that was pretty crazy. So yeah, that was pretty crazy what he was saying. I haven't had a prayer like that said to me in a very, very long time. I used to have a neighbor that he was a pastor. He was the coolest guy that I knew who was a pastor, but he was just super cool, down to earth dude. But I remember I was going through some shit as a young kid, and then he did the same thing for me. I went out and I stayed with him and his wife for a weekend, and I remember just being super tore up inside. I was like 17. They did the same thing for me. They said a prayer. They asked for whoever's in charge up there to guide me in the right direction and take whatever's trying to hold me back out of me. Because that's a lot of what I feel. I feel like there was just like a dark cloud that just fucking follows me around and holds me down constantly. Like, I really feel like at one point, like, it's fucking cursed, man. Possessed. Like, it ain't me. And then here this dude comes and talks about how, like I said, whoever's in charge, God, I don't know. To get rid of that shit, get it out of me, and let me fucking be in peace. And let me live my life, and let me grow to and reach my full potential that I know I'm capable of. Because I've been in my own way, and sometimes it's not that simple. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just relieved a little bit, because like I said, no matter what I'm going through and all the shit that I feel inside, I'm gonna keep pushing and doing my best to overcome.
Because I remember a week subsequent to that event, like I remember the moment it happened, the minute my thinking shifted. Like, it was the scene where Dorothy lands and it's black and white. Her house goes up in the air in the tornado. It lands and she steps out of the house and it goes from black and white to color.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe it. Like, that was exactly how it went for me. Like, I was no longer a normal linear thinking human being. Everything was abstract from that point on. And everything, I think that's a lot of the reason why I think the way I do, and why I want to be creative, you know, because it comes from that. Like, it just expanded my mind, dude. I don't think different anymore. Something changed.